Hello everyone and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we're learning that Stickler is lying to us. He says he called on a cell phone, but he, as it turns out, didn't have it on that night. And in fact, we have it, which leads to many new questions. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. Payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all. Why? So why did he even say that? Just where was his payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it was a startlingly high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. Okay. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone, because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. The cell phone tells it all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime, as though I were trying to kill him. Well, Mr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Oh, well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to the connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? What do we have? Can I go back through... can I go back through the court record? Apple... Hey, can I take a look at this? Look at the cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd, though. What is? I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo. Thanks. Finally some respect. So what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through details, for one. They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figure they were a little spacey already. Oh, good point. Alright, so nothing on the phone to really... Not a phone with the phone to really help. Okay. Wait, is it the mirror? Because it was found... Can I take a look at that? I think it's the mirror. Can I take a look at this? Of course I have evidence.
Like your swagger on your forehead. Hit it.
The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped in the night of the murder is... It's gotta be, right? Ooh, no. That's a side view mirror. As so happens, Dr. Maractus' car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder, right? An accident. Right, that's why she said, Trucy said that it would have gotten crushed. An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Yeah, okay. I was right for the wrong reason. Dr. Maractus' car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after... Yeah, the car was parked after the accident. That phone would have been crushed. Yeah. Which means that it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. I was like, because it was on that side, and I'm glad that stood out to me, I guess. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Yeah, I kind of wish we had that. I wish we had had that photo. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this is in that garage. Was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Yup. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. It can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something.
I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Sticker and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Are we gonna have to catch him again with our bracelet? Stickler's truth. Then yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. Oh, yep, that's a lie. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness a crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes, well, as you can see, my model cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. Yes, it is quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. It looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony, probably because it's so freaking... His nervous habit must not be acting up, or it's just all over the place that it's not getting picked up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. They're really trying to turn that into a catchphrase. Was at the supermarket. What'd you buy? So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place. Yes, of course.
Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail.
Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. Do you think the sampling free food counts as a religion? I missed the screenshot button. I definitely, that would be posted or pinned somewhere. In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way home, back home, yes. I just happened to roll. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus Clinic. Oh, so he's not lying here. Why, yes, that's correct. That was a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Sickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Of course. Okay. The supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet what was I? Walked on unaware of my loss. Can we get that detail added to the map? I feel like that's important. I walked right into that fateful park. No. Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic.
The same entrance our victim used.
Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from the noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet, though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. Victim in the stand. Alright, so he's like frantic there, so I feel like this is gonna be a lie too. This part of the testimony is the key, I know it. Oh. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Ooh! I'm going noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. Oh, we're gonna catch him here. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that's what it was. That was it. Nope, 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 nope. If I'm remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. Now thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Judge, I'm with you. Well, Mr. Justice. What about that sign? Could that be important? Yes! It's wrong. It says Eldoon, does it not? Uh-oh. Wait, it does say noodle. No, it says Eldoon. Or are they gonna say, is he gonna say that he read the sign like backwards? Oh no. Because that side does say noodle. I say very. So the sign on this noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample some of the wares one of these days. I think it's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells can't match up to IU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for the taste of our smart noodles. No. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure? Hello, game. We're playing a game here. Let me be frank. Yes, in fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary, nor the word uncertain, or... He was wasting time looking that stuff up. Noodle, hey, I like that. It tells you what you're getting. No nonsense. Tells me a lot more than that, actually. Why do you smile like that, Apollo? Alright. Ooh, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna present the noodle stand. Objection! You're absolutely sure the sign read noodle? Why, just like last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler, I'll give you that. That doesn't seem like good praise. Red, without a doubt, Noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? Because he would have seen... Oh, he wouldn't have been able to read it from there. No, the side he would have seen would have said Eldoon. So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing... here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. And to carefully read what the sign says. Yeah, that side. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. He came from the other direction. Eldoon's. Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely Noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. No, he wasn't. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said Noodle. And he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign could be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us on this spot. I don't know how, like, specific I have to be. These always drive me nuts. Okay, good. The witness is standing here on the opposite side. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldoon's, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Ooh, this side says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. You got me. What?
So what?
So what?
What does it matter if you saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all.
He's right. Travel far enough south and you will end up going north. You don't know. Global scale directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before? Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment of the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely, if Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, right, yeah, I think we were all here. The bullet would have to hit his left temple, In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that, Mr. Stickler is standing on the northern side, that wound location takes on an entirely different meaning.
Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fraulein.
What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct, so if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Order, order, order! Who turned on that infernal racket? Well, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Ooh, he's mad.
Clarify one point for me if you would, Air Forehead.
What now?
Are you truly accusing this college student of murder?
Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No. Is he covering? But no, please, looks aside. I'm a really nice guy. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Accused of murder, accused of another crime, or no accusation. I don't know. I want to say, did he do, I'm thinking he committed a separate crime. And is covering for himself. I'm gonna accuse of another crime. Yep. I know I know what it is too. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. I know what it is. His unusual silence tells me that much. I guessed this earlier. It may have been the last episode. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary.
Tisk, Air Forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Air Stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? I know what it is. Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in something other than the crime? Yes. Your evidence, the court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Shows the evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. Now, is it the map? Or is it Trucy's, or is it the Bloomers? I don't know. Do we have the map? That would help me out a ton. We don't. Well, I mean, we can take a look at it, but it doesn't have any of the markings. Okay. He goes by Aldoon's house, steals from the clothesline, then makes it to the park. And then goes down and... How did he get the Kataki ones, though? That's right, that's the only part I'm lost, because I'm assuming once Maractus was dead, he went back. Hide that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Trucy's. I mean, we were gonna present the evidence is this. What is that? Women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Didn't react. Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler! Well, I guess this comes as a shock. It's not. It seems by Pythagoras... On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot that she chased. Bravely, she gets chased, but the snatcher flees into the Maractus Clinic and hides himself in no place other than the Maractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, You are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. I was about to ask what the different degrees are. Never mind, scratch that. Just disregard. Not question of the day. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like.
Order, 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 Mr. Stickler. You should be ashamed.
It's not what it... Oh.
So, are we to understand the silent not be... You were saying that because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see?
Your point?
I'm not done now. I'm a major in the science department. What does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. Like, valiant. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than... Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. Mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is the unacceptable. And, my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. The moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science, full-size car tire was the only first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. Oh, okay. No, wait, no, I'm still not buying it. One, he's not 12. Two, we know of another missing pair. Not buying it. He almost had me. I'm like, oh, okay, he saw a magic trick and was like... Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. Yeah, but that's not all. First, there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick?
You say panties, but they're so much more than that. For me, they're an object for serious study.
I wonder. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you?
I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be a pair that would elucidate. Even the night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet woe was I, for once again the lazy heart pattern truth slipped through my fingers and... He talks way too fast.
Still at least one thing unexplained.
No, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes. The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north.
I know what he's covering for there.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Be my guest, Air Forehead.
Me?
Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea?
Oh, I know. Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler is standing, isn't there a...
Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location?
Yep. The evidence that shows why he lied is this.
What? More panties?
How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead?
This is the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you didn't.
Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I think we'll call it an episode next, cross-examination. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. I believe both those things.
So these panties were your handiwork as well.
That night I'd been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Did you see how I felt?
Believe me, I'd rather not.
Hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance.
Oh, and then saw...
When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. Giant pair of panties.
Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob.
I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder.
The murder of Dr. Maractus.
I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me?
That's when you disposed of the bloomers.
Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne.
A fascinating, if a disturbing tale.
Are we not going to do cross?
I believe this brings today's proceedings
To a close. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see this out then.
and I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial.
One last thing, if I might.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin.
Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely that the defendant, Waki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime, and that he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing, Waki Kitaki has a clear motive.
Indeed, the defendant Waki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene of the crime. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and the prosecution.
Yeah, baby.
No problem.
Very well, this brings the trial for today to a close. Court is adjourned.
To be continued. Alright, we will continue in the next episode. That worked out. Little long, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. Alright, and we'll pick up our June 16th investigation in the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this case so far. I definitely didn't see a lot of this coming. I'll give them that for sure. I'm curious to see how everything ends up tying together. So as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.